going forward.
Home prices in Nashville have skyrocketed in recent years, yet the city's property tax rate is at an historic low. Last week, the council tried to pass a property tax hike but fell one vote short. Would you support an increase in property taxes next year to fund schools and give Metro workers a raise? And we'll start with Dr. Swain.
Absolutely not, because revenues are up 23% between 2015 and 2019. The revenues there was an estimated $440 million. We need to find out where the money is going, where the waste is. And so I don't believe we need to raise our property taxes. We need to cut spending. We do not have a revenue problem in the city. We have a spending problem because we have leaders who can't say no. They make irresponsible decisions. They spend like drunken sailors.
Councilman Cooper.
Well, thank you. Revenues are up $350 million in the last 4 years. That is a lot, right? We do need to go get management savings, and there are other sources of revenue than just the property tax. The property tax is the easiest source of revenue to government, but there are sustained revenue increases that can be garnered back to the city. We made investments in the tourism, in the development. Now we need to bring some of that back for our vitally needed services that's currently being borne entirely by the general fund. Now, there are management savings, there are revenue savings, but consistently for 4 years, I have fought and worked to make this possible. On August 1st, along with the mayor's election, there's going to be a referendum on the ballot requiring, for really the first time, accurate debt reporting and performance metrics by departments. Once we begin to evaluate the efficiency of departments, then we're going to be able to make the changes that we need going forward.
Thank you, Councilman. Mayor Briley.
So I oppose the tax increase that the council considered on Tuesday. That's because, to a great extent, it hurt Metro employees. It would have raised the property tax on every policeman and firefighter in Nashville and not given them one additional penny in increased salary. For most teachers, they would have gotten a 1% raise and had their property taxes increased. It was the wrong way to go about addressing compensation for our employees, which is critical to me. That's why I've asked the school board to come up with a full-blown assessment of what teacher pay should be. I've asked the HR department to look at our compensation structure so that we can address the problems with police pay in particular. And I am committed in next year's budget to making sure we have the revenue necessary to fund both of those plans.
Thank you. Representative Clemens?
This past week, Nashville families lost to the status quo. The Briley Cooper budget deprived working families of a better quality of life. Now, I'm the only candidate on this stage who supported the Bircher-Mendez budget. That's because real leadership is needed in Nashville, a willingness to stand up and fight for what is right rather than what's politically convenient. Now, it's truly unfortunate that we found ourselves in a position where the most fiscally responsible option was a property tax rate increase. But that's a direct result of years of fiscal mismanagement and irresponsibility. As your mayor, I am fully committed to doing what is necessary to fully fund our public schools, address affordable housing, and build out a 21st century transportation infrastructure system.
Thank you very much.